Look at that shrimp. We got it hooked in the head and one in the tail. And it can still swim freely, but if it bites the head, I'll catch it on the head side. If it bites the tail, I'll catch it on the tail side. So have you been fishing before? You're using a live shrimp and you throw your shrimp out there, you see a big pull, you bring it back and it's just the head there or just the tail there. The fish want to see a whole live bait, but I've come up with a rig here that will address that. So you'll catch more fish and lose less bait. Instead of one hook, we use 2 hooks. So I came up with this in my fishing lab at home using one of my favorite knots, the T knot right here. And I've done this in a very special way. If you want to watch the tutorial, I'm going to put up a tutorial on our YouTube channel on how to tie this up as well. It's a T knot at the end of here that leads to 2 hooks. I've got a small hook and a larger hook. The larger hook will go through the head of the shrimp. The smaller hook will go through the tail of the shrimp. So here's the shrimp, right? We're going to put the head, we're going to put this through the head, right? And then this tail one, we're going to put through the tail. And the tail one is a smaller hook, you see? But then, once you bring the hooks up like this, you'll realize that it's being really nicely cradled in here. And once it hits the water, the shrimp can swim pretty naturally. Now the rig I'm using is a slip float rig, and I can adjust how deep I'm going here. My bobber stopper is actually really deep. It's all the way down here, so this is probably 6 or 7 feet deep. But I've used my deeper here before, and I've checked. It's about 10 to 12 feet right here. So I'm going to set this a little bit deeper. And I'm going to try fishing this hole right quick. Hopefully we'll be able to see whether or not this rig will actually get more bites, or maybe it won't get any bites at all, or maybe I'll land everything I catch. My guess is that I'll lose less fish. Now this is one of my favorite methods of fishing because it's very visual. You cast it out there and you watch your bobber. You don't necessarily feel, ooh. Oh yeah. Look at that. See, first of all, I saved my bait. And second of all, it hit the head one. You see? My bait is still on here. And I've noticed that it got hit on the head. But this is a kind of a small one. Let's give it a measure. That's 15 right on the dot. I like to keep it a little bit bigger than that. 15 is the keeper size limit, but in case the FWC has a different ruler than me, I don't want to be half an inch off and then get a ticket. So usually I like to keep it about 1 inch, 2 inches bigger than it should be, just because I don't want to risk a big ticket. The bait is still on here, because I have it hooked in the tail. It bit the head. I got it from the head. But it's nice that I got my bait back. So it seems like I found a good hole right here. Sometimes when nothing's biting, you can give it a little pop, and that'll make your bobber go like this. And it makes a little splash at the top of the water. It makes your shrimp jump a little bit, and then it traps. Oh, I got a bite, but I missed it. As soon as I did that trick. Look, it bit the tail, because the tail one's off, look. But I still have my bait. You see how awesome that is? Usually I would just have completely lost my bait. Isn't that awesome?
This is so cool. Pretty, you came up with something pretty cool, I think.
I think so. Come on. Oh my gosh. See? This is what's been stealing the tails off of my shrimp. Look. You see that? This is how you can catch both. If you keep getting your tails stolen, it's probably because of a fish like this. And having this little hook in the back, you can get that sucker. You can get that sucker right up and say, hey, you leave my shrimps alone. sometimes you want to get those little fish away by just like moving your bait out of the way.
Uh-huh.
That's exactly what's biting it. And if I didn't have this little hook on the back, I wouldn't have been able to get this little crapper up here. Look at this guy. That little fish bit in between. It bit in between the tail. You see that? This is with a double hook too. So it should be hooked twice. Oh yeah. And it is hooked twice. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
That's why we put 2 hooks on. So it'll get hooked twice. See that? One's on the bottom lip, one on the top lip. See that? So this way you lose less bait and you catch more fish. Okay. 16 and a half. 16 and a half. That's a keeper. Another little guy. See how the rig doesn't miss it? And I still got my bait back. The bird's like, hey, I'm gonna eat that. Why'd you throw it back?
I was gonna eat that, man.
Eat that, bro. Looky here, another. Pecker. Another perch. Look at that. Took everything but the head this time. That's so
like the
awesome.
tail.
You know what? I bet you if I put 2 pieces of just regular like cut bait on here, I could catch 2 of these at a time.
Try it.
I think we should try that. So the bait that I would have lost, that I actually got to save, I'm going to use that again. Just like that. There. 2 pieces of bait at one time.
Oh!
Whoa! It worked for sure. I want to catch 2 at a time. See if I can catch, if I'm going to leave it for a little longer, see if I catch another one. Okay, Aaron. You're up. You have better luck. Let's see if you can catch 2 fish at a time here. You throw it where I've been throwing it. And then this time we're gonna let it sit for longer. Oh, it's down, set it.
I felt it, but I wanted to let it sit. Oh my gosh. Oh,
It went down. Okay, throw it back out, throw it back out. Yeah. Yeah, as the tide comes in, the water patterns start changing, and different parts start to become deeper. Different parts start to like rip differently, and during this time, usually this spot's really good when the water starts making a rip right here. You never know when it's going to be a big one or a small one. Sometimes a big one will peck really lightly and bring it down real slow, just like those little small ones. That's what keeps the game fun. See? Look at that, another little small one.
Show him your
It
rig.
works well.
Did you show him already?
Not this one.
Alright, look at his rig.
Ah. Nice. Number 6?
And then this is a tiny one.
Yeah, number 6. Nice. Yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
I've been hitting them on the head and the tail. Last time I got the other fish, I got it on both of them at the same time.
You weren't expecting your dad and you're running low on shrimp.
Yeah, so I was not expecting my dad to come, and I've just been feeding these little tiny fish all these shrimp. So we're running low on shrimp now, so I can't be throwing it into spots that I know are gonna be riddled with little fish. But honestly, the little fish have stopped biting at this point now. Maybe the big fish will start coming through now.
True.
All I really want is one trout to eat between Aaron and I, and we're good today. That's my real goal. Just to get one nice trout.
I think.
What should we do?
Oh, your dad's on.
On? Good. Go get him, go get him.
Louder.
Whoa! Wow!
I think it's might have been a keeper too.
Very cool. Look at you, first cast.
Give it a measure.
Yeah, okay.
Who want another one?
All
I think
right.
it's a little guy. Yeah.
That's what we call a Simpson around here.
Hey, I am hungry. Time for a roast beef sandwich. First of all, my bobber's sideways, so I'm gonna have to bring this back. Actually, place this back. That right there. Alright, where was I? Damn. Here.
Thank you.
Yeah. You know, I want some of those shrimp papers, isn't it?
Yeah, shrimp and sand flea. And sand perch.
Very good.
This rod is really nice. This is our new Phoenix Bermuda rod that Phoenix sent us. It's actually a pretty stiff rod, so it's good for lots of different things. I'm going to probably use this for sheep's head later in the season. It's really great for trout right now. Very versatile, lightweight. I like it. You have one too, right? I gave you one for Christmas.
It's pretty tough.
Heavy duty.
How you can tell it's a heavy duty. You see the guy there?
Double enforcement here.
Yeah. So this one here, single. The other one, you have another one come up from here. See that?
See that?
Yeah. So pretty cool. I like it. swim again next time. So we're gonna hook the top like this. We should hook the bottom differently.
Okay.
So that so they can swimming free. So maybe just the corner on this, like this. So you don't expand them like this, right? You don't seesaw them. This way they can just go down the bottom and swim either top or bottom. There you go, see? On? There's no way you can get away. Because this
Double hook.
rig.
Another flounder?
No.
Oh, trout.
Trout again. So like I said,
Come on. Yeah, you found a hole out there, Dad. And I'm not too worried about getting away. It's got 2 hooks. Two fish. You got your bait back?
yeah, it's still alive.
See?
Back.
The rig works well, right?
Yeah, I like it. Go home. It's still alive, see?
I saw that.
She's still kicking.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Probably.
He's using the dead shrimp again.
Oh, buddy boy.
got him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, might be keeper. Let's check.
That looks nice. And you got him on
Double
both.
hook. Look at that. It hooked it twice. My dad brought the luck back. I like when my dad comes and then we just start all catching fish. That's why I call him up all the time.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure he would have been delicious, but I don't want to get a big fine, so I'm going to let him go. Because I was 15 on the dot. Like I said, we're finding him shallow now. I wasn't fishing shallow earlier. I was fishing really deep. And then they stopped biting really deep. And then my dad started fishing shallow. And he started catching some. And then I started fishing shallow. And I started catching some. That's why it's beneficial to have multiple fishermen. It's better intel, you know? You can even use bottom rig if you want a bottom rig. Remember we used the self-setting one here?
Hmm?
Remember we used the automatic setting one?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the island boy got
Oh,
it.
it got off.
Oh, that's
That's the first one I missed. The whole time. And you know why? Because it snapped my hook. I caught too many fish on it, and it snapped my hook. I tied it to the snail one. I tied a snail.
No,
The other one is looking frayed too.
Because I caught a
Slip
lot.
it
I've been
out?
catching a lot of fish.
Oh no, maybe you got hook on the, you run to the oysters.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Oggy.
I got to keep my shrimp too. See? Because it bit the head. It went for the head. I'm going to get this right back out. This is a small one. Yeah. And the shrimp is definitely still alive. I got the fish without killing my shrimp. And this is how you save money on bait, guys. I missed it, yeah. Yeah, go get him then. See, I missed a fish, but it just ripped the crown off, and I'm still able to fish it again. If I didn't have the second hook, I would have lost both. I would have lost the bait right away. I told you. Fucking told you. Yeah! I told you. Did you hear me say that?
I did.
That's over 50. That's 15 and a half. That's in the bag. You got one too? Look at that.
He's walking the dog.
Nice, Dad.
Alright, it's enough. Let me go already.
It's drifting up. I had a feeling it was going to get hit. Right at that corner. So this little rig that I put together, the slip float with 2 hooks on it, one smaller for the tail, one bigger for the head, this actually worked pretty well for the live bait. I ended up getting whatever was stealing it. I kept catching those at the same time as catching the big fish. The big fish I would hook on either both or one or the other of these hooks. It's really nice because even if they miss it, or even after you catch the fish, you still have the shrimp on your hook sometimes. And that in itself helps saves a lot. If you want to learn how to tie any of these rigs up, I've got a lot of books that I've got a lot of information on my website on exactly how to tie these, how to, what size line, what size hook, what size floats. And actually we sell a lot of these ebooks where you can download them instantly, print them out, and learn how to tie all these rigs up. If you want to help support our channel, check out these ebooks. I think they'll be really helpful. We also have a lot of pre-tied fishing rigs, and we have a lot of ebooks and fishing bait that we sell online. If you visit our website, HeySkipperFishing.com, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find something that you're interested in. So here at Hey Skipper, we want to help you get on fish, and we want to make it easy for you to learn how to do so. And we do it by filming videos like this, but we also do a lot of ebooks, and we do a lot of online resources that will help you out. So if you want to get on some fish, I encourage you to check out my website, HeySkipperFishing.com. Maybe pick up a few of the our hand-tied rigs, pick up some of our bait, maybe download a PDF or 2 and learn how to catch some fish, and you should be set. I can pretty much guarantee if you read my stuff and you get some of my bait and you get some of our pre-tied rigs and you spend the time on the water, you're going to be getting on some fish. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week. I'm back at home after a nice day of fishing. I got some fish, but I'm only going to cook up one today. The rest I'm going to save for the rest of my family later on in the week. I'm going to cook it up for everyone later. But today I'm going to cook something up special just for Aaron and I. Just a quick little romantic little seafood dinner. It's going to be delicious. Let's get cooking. I really like to cook up the trout that I catch, or just any fish that I catch, because you can cook it up however you really want to. And this is just one of the ways that I like to cook it. I like to cook many different styles, but I think this was a very staple, like everyone's gonna like this. I mean, who doesn't like just fresh vegetables and fish with some potatoes on the side, some vegetables on the side, the classic way. So I think Aaron's gonna love this. Here, what's this? What's this? Okay, so the potatoes, spinach are ready, and the fish just finished. So let's take a look. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Boom! That looks so good. I love that. All these fresh vegetables. Woo, hot. First piece of fish right here. That fish looks delicious. Let's dig in. Oh, wait, let's cheers first.
It's a great day.
Wait, do you like wild berry or you like blueberry?
Wild berry.
Okay, take this
You
one.
okay with that?
Yeah, and are we doing this thing?
Sure.
Ready? Cheers. Mmm. Wow, look at that flake. Oh my gosh. Jeez Louise. Cheers, guys. Mmm. Try the fish, and I want you to try the fish with the vegetables next.
Oh my goodness. The fish is amazing.
It just crumbles, right? Look at that.
Mmm. It's really flaky. Each of the flakes are really firm though. It's not mushy. It's well held together. Mmm, and the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Yum.
Found it. We did it.
This is really delicious.
Another successful fishing day. And we got a video out of it.
You did.
That's the best part.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We're going to finish our delicious meal in peace. See you next week, guys.
Bye.